Yeah, we are now, Bobby.
Like less than 3 seconds ago.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be arguing, Chad.
You see that look you turned that gave me?
He did. He gave you the stink eye all of a sudden.
I'm not going to give her a first down, but other than that, all
Are we not live?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, we are. Okay.
Right, you're making me
It says live
nervous.
now. See, that says live right there.
You're making me nervous. I thought Chad was going to be right. We don't want that. Thank the Lord. We got safe. We made it this time.
It's about 60 seconds behind. Roughly. That's good. We need that delay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've wanted to say things a couple times, but 60 seconds would have came in handy.
So you're going to tell them you're going to listen for us when we're going to commercial? Or...
Hey, keep it open. Just slide the zipper all the way open if you want.
Leave it?
It's not so hot right there.
That's really all you're listening for. Things like that. Like, they say something, we'll close it. Commercial? So you're going to kind of watch, listen to us.
Figure out what's good enough.
That was
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Advertisements. And then you say, okay, we'll be right back. And as soon as we finish that, you can kind of hear it. Tell him. But always, what do you do first? You mute, make sure
Why, but
gray, and then come back. You don't want to come back?
Thanks, sir.
Wolves versus Demon? It did. It did reverse order. Okay.
we'll switch this safe. Let's just switch it up. We'll switch this safe.
You're just trying to, yeah, 'cause you're not having to do your main part of your role tonight because our scoreboard RP is not working out. So.
Why is this here? Who put this here?
You want that?
I told you they put you a
They
little
put it
chair.
over here for you.
I said don't take offense that they gave you a little chair. Man, that's stupid thing.
I'm too ADD. I can't sit still that long. You're not gonna be able to sit down at that end. Is that alright? No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, so we should be live. Nice little graphic media that it made today. It was mediocre at best, but we'll take it.
Hey, it works. We don't care.
Okay, I gotta go see.
Hey, I think we are not muted. Hey, Bobby, we are not muted.
I'll be 55.
Oh, man. And you're still walking. That's pretty good.
Barely.
You're not in the nursing home yet. It's all good.
No disability.
Yeah, no disability. You're still working.
Hey, I was not on a maintenance medication until this year. And now I'm taking one for blood. My blood pressure.
And please remember to support them positively.
All right, so we are live from Davis Wolfsfield. Brett Bentley, Chad Fielding, and Bobby Alexander. And we got a big Davis Dibble kickoff to the district play. First time we have opened district play with Dibble. Big game. Davis still looking for their first win on the season. Again, kind of got through that gauntlet the first 3 games. Got out as healthy as we could hope. Obviously, we lost a few kids there, but 3 teams all in the top 5, 2 divisions above us. And now we are finally down in our own classification, seeing if we can get the first win on the year.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Pushing up against those bigger kids has really taken a toll on our offensive and defensive line, I know. Glad to have one of our cornerbacks back. Dalton Heffley's back this week. I know with Braxton Griffin, hopefully we'll be back in a couple of weeks. I believe we have everybody else back and we're healthy. And so I'm excited to start district play tonight.
So 4th time Davis and Dibble have met. All four meetings as district foes. The 1986 season opener at Dibble, it ended with a narrow Wolves 13-6 win. And again, that's probably the most famous Davis-Dibble game because that's the fight game.
Yeah.
So if you've seen the shirts floating around, the throwdown, I'm trying to remember what it said now. Throwdown in D-Town or something like that. I don't know. But anyway.
There's an infamous YouTube video out there.
There is.
So,
Boyd linked it. So
yeah.
if you have not seen it, maybe we can get that out to you. But again, pretty entertaining squabble that took place, not between the teams. The teams were actually pretty well behaved.
The teams actually moved away from it.
It was us as fans that kind of lost our minds there.
I wasn't here, Brad. So
me neither. I just say us as fans.
Yeah, I got you.
So, but again, that game started off the season. Again, Dibble lost 2 games that year. They lost the opening game to Davis, and that was a state championship team for Davis.
Right.
And then they lost the state championship game in their own division, which was the division below. So lost 2 games that year. One was to the 2A state champion, and one was to the 1A state champion.
Okay.
So
that's a pretty good year.
And again, both really good games. Davis won that year 13-6, so a heck of a game. And then in the state championship game, they got beat 2-7. What about that score?
You don't see those scores very often.
No, not
football.
anymore.
That sounds like a baseball score.
That's exactly right. So Dibble comes into the year 2-1. Their 2 wins are 2 impressive wins. So
yeah.
they did beat number 2 in Class A, Menko, 36-6. And then they did win last week against Ringling. So we saw Ringling in the scrimmage earlier this year.
Very first scrimmage of the year, I believe.
Again, that was also a ranked Ringling team. Their only loss, which is kind of an outlier in their season, is they got beat by Little Axe 24-8.
Okay.
So again, 2-1 on the year.
So with the common opponent, granted in different capacities, scrimmage versus real game, we stood pretty well against Ringling when we scrimmaged them. In fact, I don't believe that Ringling scored or moved the ball past the 50 more than once, and we scored 4 or 5 times that night.
That was a dominating scrimmage on us.
It was.
Again, a little bit different in that we had our full complement of players at that point, too, which definitely helped.
True.
But, so again, this is the Wolves' first 0-3 start since the 2019 season. So again, these don't happen very often. Actually, in 2019, the Wolves started 0-4, and you have to go all the way back to 1973 season to find the previous 0-3 start. So again, hasn't been very often.
Yeah, it is a rarity for sure.
And again, this is the Davis's first foray into 2A2. Again, it's the first year of 2A2, so This is actually the first game we've ever played in the 2A2 division. So whatever happens tonight, it's going to be a history-making game.
Oh, for sure. Well, and the Wolves and district openers are 57-19-3, 3 ties. Wow. That's one of those that I missed the first time already.
That must go back to those 7-2 games.
Yeah, has to. But 57-19-3 all-time in district openers. The last district opening loss was at Kingston in Week 4 of 2019.
So coming out on the field now are the Davis captains. Looks like the captains for this evening is number 11, Dalton Heffley, number 3, D. Eidelman, number 8, Maverick Alexander, number 44, Wyatt Fielding. So again, they're going to be the captains for this evening. Captains for Dibble, it looks like, are going to be number 2, I believe that's 50.
Number 1.
And unfortunately, we do not have
23.
a roster. 23.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to call numbers this evening for Dibble.
And number 44, Wyatt Fielding.
So So do they usually let Wyatt off the bus first? Because he's about a foot taller than everybody else out there.
He's usually one of the last off the bus.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, and he'll be one of the last to come through the run-through tonight. The kid doesn't have a lot of speed.
That's not by choice, is what you're saying. Even if he is running fast, he's going to be one of the last ones.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
If he can get the strides going, he can cover some ground. But
I was going to say, he's got those gazelle-like legs if he could just get them stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm excited to see Heffley back out there. He was there last week. He was doing the holds for us on the extra point attempts, but that was about the extent of his gameplay last week. So excited to have him back this week.
So our officials tonight, Bo Dean is the referee, Jason Sanders, the umpire, Greg Arbuckle, the head linesman, Shane Blankenship, the line judge, and Ethan Starr is going to be the back judge.
Okay.
So again, 3:47 to go before the start of the kick. So what would you like to see from the Wolves this evening?
Well, some consistency in the offense. I would like us to see get some first downs, move the ball. Last week we started like gangbusters with that first drive, Brad. We were moving the ball, getting some first downs. I'd like to see them do that consistently through the night. I would like to see our defense shut down the pass, which is one of the things that Dibble likes to do. I think we're going to have our hands full with that, so I hope they respond to that. Dibble is fast, is what I've heard. Not fast, I'm sorry, they're big. Dibble's big. Got some big bodies up front, but they're not maybe as fast as our linemen. So it's going to be a good game. We're going to have a good fight on our hands, but I am hopeful that the Wolves will come out on top tonight.
So I kind of have a unique viewpoint of this. So if you didn't know, my father is the retired superintendent at Dibble. My mother is a retired Dibble school teacher. My sister is a current Dibble school teacher, and her husband, which is my brother-in-law, is the current Dibble ag teacher.
So you got a little bit of inside information.
I do. And again, I do know that this Dibble sophomore class is a very highly thought of class. It's a class that when they were younger had never been defeated. Okay. So again, they've got a really young group. But again, they're a talented group. They're just young.
Right.
Let's also welcome the Biscayne Dibble Demons.
And they are just moving up to 2A, right? They've been in A.
Been in A. Won districts last year in Class A. Coached by a former Wynnewood head coach, Richard Norman, the head coach now of the Dibble Demons.
Okay.
So, and again, Norman has had some success, made it to the state championship game a couple times with Wynnewood. So, usually Dibble is a pretty well-coached team.
Well, I'm excited to get it underway tonight. I'll be even more excited when that sun sets.
Yeah, me too, because right now I'm looking directly into it.
Yeah. It is nice, though. We have the window open.
We do. It's beautiful.
We do have the window open, and it's not 500 degrees in here.
It is a gorgeous night for football in Oklahoma.
Some of us have the window open, just FYI.
I cannot scrunch anymore in this corner.
Some of us, the window is still in front of us.
I
just want
he's
you guys
so
to know.
needy.
Well, he has his headset.
Yeah. Shane Moss said he feels me. He's the same way.
So if you're watching from home and you didn't understand what Chad just said, he has his headset. There is a headset specifically marked Princess Brad.
That's exactly right.
It was dubbed that a couple years ago by Duncan Harness, and Brad is very protective of that Princess Brad headset.
Hey, I told you guys earlier, it's just because I don't want your big head stretching it out is the truth.
Wow.
But, it is what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad, I don't know if you mentioned this yet, but we're going to go without a scoreboard on the screen tonight. We had some technical difficulties with that. Stream's still going out great. Thank you to all the sponsors and Miss Gilbert and everybody that's helped put us that together. But unfortunately, our scoreboard on the screen decided to kind of bite the dust as we got ready to start this one. So that's on us.
And we should throw the caveat out there. I know there are some Dibble fans that might be listening in. Just know this is a Davis broadcast.
Davis
by
broadcast,
Davis
100%.
sponsored. So It might be a little biased. So here's the Davis kick. It's going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line up to the 20. He's going to try and kick it. Tries to cut back, makes the first guy miss. Nice form tackle there. He's going to bring him down at about the 25-yard line. So Dibble will start off at the 25, 1st and 10.
And, as Brad was saying this right before that kickoff, we are a biased broadcast. This is a student-led broadcast. We're just the talking heads on the speakers, but everything behind the scenes is all run by students, and we are a little biased because all three of us have
kids,
guys on the team.
Yep.
We have, you've got a cheerleader, I've got a band, color guard members, so we all have very close tie, so we will be biased this evening.
So Wolves are going to come out in that 3-5 look again this week, or 3-4 look with two safeties over the top. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's going to catch it again.
Good hit.
Good hit. It's going to be short of the first down, but again, he had a lot of room to run there. We're going to have to tighten that coverage up.
Yeah,
Dax
for sure.
Owens and Brendan Rawls on that tackle.
Gain of about 8 on that play. Again, just a nice little pitch out to the flat there. Cornerback in coverage. 2nd and 2 now from the 32-yard line for Dibble.
Second and 2.
Quarterback's going to throw a quick screen out on the edge. He's going to pick up the first down and go out of bounds.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the front right now seems to be Gibson, Silva, and Fielding. Is that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
I like that. Three really big guys, all of them pretty athletic. Would like to see us get, some hands in the face of that quarterback, because I think that kind of play is what we're going to see most of the evening.
I think we're going to see a lot of it, yeah.
So 1st and 10 for Dibble at the 34-yard line.
And for that to happen, Bobby, they're going to have to cut those tackles loose.
So we got a bunch formation on the far side of the field. They're going to motion another guy out there, and again, handoff goes to the tailback. He's going to be brought down for a loss there by number 3, D. Eidelman.
D. Eidelman, good job coming from the backside there, seeing the handoff and tackling him down from behind.
So again, that's going to bring up a 2nd down. Loss of about 2 yards there. We're going to see where they spot it.
They'll call it 3.
3. Okay.
They're calling it 2nd and 12, but that looks every bit of 3 yards.
So 2nd and 12 now for Dibble at the 32-yard line. 10:49 to go in the first quarter. First offensive series for the Demons. So 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the top side. Quarterback in shotgun formation. He's going to drop back, looking to pass. Thrown downfield. I think he was inbounds when he caught that.
It looked like they're going to say that was a catch.
Pass is complete.
So completion for about 9 yards on that play. Actually, more than that, about 10 yards, because, again, it was a 2nd and 12. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. Ball at the 32-yard line.
Oh, we got a false start. That's going to help.
There we go. Yeah, I thought for a minute they weren't going to call it.
Yeah, he couldn't get his flag.
So illegal procedure is going to move Dibble back. And again, Dibble's got a big front up front.
Yeah, they do.
They got some big guys up there. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now. Ball's going to be moved back to what looks like about the 37-yard line.
And that false start couldn't have come at a better time. There was a little bit of confusion on the coverage over here on this side of the field.
So 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the top side. Quarterback is in the shotgun, flanked by one of the tailbacks. There's an up back. Again, they're going to put one guy into motion, looking to throw 3 guys out into coverage. Quarterback is looking to get downfield. He's going to be flush. Ball comes out.
I don't think
know
he
that
caught
that. We're
They're
going to
give it to him.
It's going to be short of the first down anyway, short gain on that play, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Yeah, I don't know if he caught that or not. It
was a good trap. It was a good trap.
I don't know that he didn't catch it.
It looked like he caught it, but his butt was on the ground when he caught it.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up a 4th and 4. And again, back deep for the Wolves is going to be number 12, Trey Melton. So Wolves look like they have held defensively. Again, got an opportunity to flip the field here with a good return. High snap, but they come down with it, gets the punt away, and again, not necessarily a good punt. It's going to roll down to about the 35, 36-yard line. Wolves will take over.
Yeah, back in the day, that's one I would have been hollering out, snake, snake, snake. Get all the defenders away and not risk on, making contact with it.
About a 20-yard punt there, no return. So here's where I want to see. I want to see some consistency offensively. We really haven't had that the first 3 weeks. Moving the ball consistently, kind of shot ourselves in the foot with penalties. So
mental mistakes is what I want to see us get away from. Now's when you got to start really knocking those things out.
Okay, flex bone look up close to the line of scrimmage here. Owens is going to be under center. Handoff's going to go to number 30. Brendan Rawls there is going to be a gain for about 4, and I like that first down play. Again, he had some running room there.
And, Brad, we're starting out in the double tight end formation.
Yeah, I like it. Again, to me, we got a lot of size out there on the edge, and we can really kind of lay down a pretty good block up front.
We got a lot of size, and we've been bigger than a couple of the teams we've played, but there's some big guys on that Dibble side.
Yeah, they've got some
but
large ones.
That first line, they got a real good push. So
more of an I formation look this time. Two tight ends again. Handoff's going to go to the tailback. Tailback's got a first down, or real close if he's short. It's going to bring up either a 3rd and 1. Let's see where they mark it. Right at the stick. Again, Trey Melton there with a nice carry.
Nice block by Luke Johnson. He took his defender about 5 yards to the right.
They are going to mark that as a first down. So the ball, Davis will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Not take over, I should say. Just start this possession. Another first down, 45.
Yeah. Hey, one of the things I'm really liking, Brad, is we're not running any motion. We're just getting up and smash mouth football right now.
I like it too. So there goes Rawls again, kind of lowers the shoulder there, picks up about 3 yards there. And again, he punishes those defensive backs, which is the other thing I want to see. If they're going to tackle you, make them pay. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and about 7. Ball's going to be spotted about the 48-yard line. Again, Wolves are going to hurry here. Dibble's already trying to substitute some of those big guys up front. Double tight end look for traditional wishbone. Owens under center here. Little trap play. He's got a little room to run there. Not a lot, but Trey Melton with the carry there. It's going to be a gain of about 3 or 4 again. Bring up about a 3rd and 4 on the Dibble side of the field now at their 48-yard line. So Davis's first time on the Dibble side of the field.
I want to say we are the epitome of tradition right now.
Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I like it.
Absolutely.
I like it. Again, this is what I want to see us do is impose our will. So quarterback's going to keep there. He's got a couple blockers in front of him. Good job that time of just kind of fighting his way downfield. And I'll tell you what, there were some guys that were on the ground downfield laying down some blocks. So 1st and 10 for the Wolves.
Great job there. Got the contact. Didn't look like he was really going to get it there, but really fighting through, knowing he had to get those extra yards and pushing the pile, basically.
And again, if he'd have been a little more patient, he had 2 guys trying to lead block for him.
Yeah.
But still, he's able to kind of fight his way and picks up the first down. So, again, this double tight end look, we've came out every possession in it. So Melton's going to go into motion and split out wide. Little broken bone look this time. Handoff's going to go to Rawls again. Rawls is going to go forward for about 3 yards.
You can see the defensive lineman trying to kind of, dive through and get to his feet a little bit.
And they are switching bodies out right and left.
No, I'm saying,
front.
they understand they better keep their guys fresh.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to get to it yet, but I really think, kind of beating it down the middle right here is really going to open up the outsides, later on in the game.
Oh, I love it.
Another double tight look. 2nd and 7 for the Wolves. This time the quarterback's going to keep.
Oh,
He's out on the
there's
edge.
that.
He's at the 30. He's trying to fight out that block. He's going to get thrown out of bounds there at about the 27-yard line. Again, they got completely fooled on that.
If Jackson gets to that guy, kind of sees it happening a little bit sooner, Dax is walking into the end zone, but a good job there by the guys to really it was a good play call. You're beating it right down the middle.
And the whole defense bought what we've been doing all along,
So 5:57 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. Wolves driving now at the Dibble 26-yard line. Again, still in that double tight look. Handoff's going to go to the tailback or fullback this time. I believe that is Rance Digby in there. Short gain. Gain of about 2 on that.
33, Rance Digby on the carry.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 24-yard line. And again, I like what we've seen. I like that we're not worried about the motion. I like that we're not trying to trick people. We're saying we're going to run at you and see if you can stop us.
Yeah, we're forcing you to do something, and right now Dibble's not able to stop it yet.
So we got a motion into a double tight look. This time wishbone look. Quarterback's under center. Handoff's going to go to Brendan Rawls. And again, he's going to keep rolling forward. Pick some good yardage up there.
Rawls on the carry.
Trey Melton and D. Ottoman on for, I think, Jackson and Wright and Rance Digby.
So again, they're running an entire defensive line out every 3 or 4 plays anyway. So they're trying to keep their guys fresh. But it's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 from the 20-yard line. And again, first time the Wolves are in the red zone.
3rd and 4 from the 20.
I formation look this time. Quarterback's going to get under center. Tries to drum offside with the hard count, but here he goes. He's going to hand off now to 3, D. Idleman, and Idleman is going to fall forward for a couple.
3, D. Idleman on the carry.
It's going to be about a 4th and 2, maybe 2 and maybe 3, but
I would have liked to have seen him pause a second and kick that outside.
Kick that out that outside.
I think there was
they
a
all
run and
committed.
land. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 3 now from the 19-yard line.
Gain of a yard. 4th and 3.
So Melton's going to split out wide. Broken bone look this time. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge, and he's got a lead back in front of him.
Oh, he got the first.
He's got the first down.
Quarterback keeper, number 4, Dax Owens.
First down by the Wolves.
That was a good job by Dax, kind of letting the play develop, see what is open,
Yep.
realizing he's not going to probably beat him to the sideline, but making a cut upfield and picking up the first down.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I am really enjoying watching our line up front because they are pancaking people and laying on them down the field.
I didn't know if you were going to say our line or the line of steel beam right in front of you.
I get to see a lot of the steel beam line as well.
I got a great view.
So 3:44 to go, 0-0 ball game. Wolves now at the 13-yard line. Handoff's going to go to Rawls. Rawls is going to keep running. See if he can get there. Goes down to about the 4-yard line.
Great run there by Rawls. So Rawls, one of the media team members, of course, not able to work on a Friday night. He and I talked about it this week. Man, I'm going to send your brother after you if you don't run like the old
Creed
Brendan.
Rogers coming in the game. I think Brendan got the air knocked out. I think he landed on the ball.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 2 now at the 5-yard line, so they can pick up a first without getting in the end zone. So 3:11 to go in the first quarter, 0-0 ball game. So again, flex bone, but up too close to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback has looked to take it out on the edge. Again, just not a whole lot there for him that time.
Wyatt Fielding and Luke Johnson took their linemen back to the goalpost.
Oh, yeah.
So gain of 1 yard there. The ball now spotted at the 4-yard line. It's going to be a 3rd and 1 from the 4.
Gain of a yard. To the 4. 3rd and 1 from the 4. Can still pick up a first
So
down.
again, here we go. Another double tight look here. Handoff's going to go to number 12.
He's
Trey,
in. He's
Trey
in.
Melton. There
Yep,
we go.
absolutely.
Touchdown. Nothing tricky there.
I was going to say, can you get more traditional than an roughly 8-minute drive down the field and ending up with 6 points?
That's phenomenal.
I mean, great opening drive by the Wolves.
15 play drive that started at our own 36, and it ends in a touchdown, 4-yard touchdown run by Trey Melton. Extra point attempt to come, and Pullen's kick is up, and it's good. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Wolves now lead 7-0. With that, we will take a quick break. You're listening to the Wolves broadcast of the How. We'll be back. So we are back. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Wolves now lead 7-0. And again, 7-minute and 1 second drive. I felt like old school Davis Wolf football right there. I like it.
That was, great push by the front. Good runs, strong runs, not worried about picking up, massive 15, 20 chunk yardage, just getting that 3-4 yards, getting first down, and moving it right down the field for a lengthy drive. Great job.
So it looks like we're lining up to do a directional kick here. Let's see where this goes. And it is a deep directional kick. It's going to be fielded about the 25-yard line up to the 30. Got a little bit of a running lane there, but it closes really quick. Going to be brought down about the 36. So Dibble Demons' second offensive series. This one will start at their own 36-yard line. And again, some different kids out there. Well, 88, is that Peyton Westbury?
That is Peyton Westbury.
Yeah.
Out there at one of those defensive tackles this time. So a little bit different look. Some different kids out there with some snaps going on here. Digby and Luke Johnson, your linebackers for this play or this series. Going to go into motion. They're going to throw a little screen pass outside.
Good
Played
play,
very
Jackson
well by
Wright.
Jackson Wright. See if he can hold on. He did.
Hey, great job. Jackson read it the whole way, saw the pass going that way, and almost, beat everybody, beat even the blockers
That's
out
going
that
to be
direction.
a loss of 10 yards.
That's a great
Nice
job.
play. It's going to go all the way back to, it looks like the 27-yard line maybe. So second down and 20 is how they've got it marked. So you are right, 10 yards there on that screen pass.
Great play.
I like how aggressive Jackson was in coverage there, too.
Yeah.
He knew the screen was coming, and he immediately went after the ball catcher. So quarterback's looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a guy there. Heffley in coverage, played very
Great
well.
play by Dalton Heffley. Their receiver had to turn into a defender there because Dalton really had the better position.
He did. And, one of the things I saw from film was that when they throw the ball, they really like to throw the ball downfield. It's not short or intermediate routes. They do throw intermediate and short, but they really like to throw the ball. They really like to go vertical with their receivers. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 20 now from the 27-yard line. And, again, they're going to put the ball up in the air. So let's play with good coverage. Don't give up the pass interference, and let's get the ball back.
I don't think Dalton could have played that any better.
No, that was perfect. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. A little double move there.
Oh, great play.
Underneath. And I'm glad they did because the tight end actually came loose over the top where he was actually open there for a period of time. And you didn't see him, got rid of the ball. But again, very short gain is going to give the ball back to the Wolves. Back deep for Davis is number 12, Trey Melton. And you know who I haven't seen, and maybe he's out there. I see him down on the sideline, is Dakota Carter. So have we seen Dakota out on defense or offense yet?
I don't believe he's been out there yet. But
Okay. No, he was kind of got dinged up last week. So
And we have a quick timeout. I'm not sure what was going on.
So 55 seconds go in the first quarter. Wolves leading 7-0 and about to get the ball back. Wolves will call timeout. So just like that, we will also call a timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
With fans each home game, 2 Davis Rose players receive a $25 gift certificate courtesy of Sonic here at Davis.
All right, we're back. 55 seconds go in the first quarter. Wolves leading 7-0, and they're about to get their second offensive series going here. Back deep for the punt return is number 12, Trey Melton. Got some what looks like some.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, that was a close one there.
Rance almost got it.
And then I was afraid he was
going
to
to phrase you get flagged for
there.
running into the kicker, but
because he had released it, but again, goes out of bounds. The Wolves are going to have it at the 45-yard line. Again, not a good punt that time. Again, we've got pretty good field position both times we've had the ball here. So Davis will take over now at the Dibble 45-yard line. So second possession on the Dibble side of the field. First one started on our own 36 and ended in a 7-minute drive and ended in a touchdown. This one's going to start at the 45-yard line to Dibble. Flexbone, low snap. The ball's going to go to Melton. Melton's going to cut back in. He's got some room.
He's
to
gone.
run. He's at the 30.
Oh,
Man, he had one guy to miss.
Kudos to that number 6 because
he's made 2 touchdown saving tackles so far tonight.
Absolutely. Had the one earlier against Dax.
Yep.
And that one right there, great field vision by Trey Melton to
Nice cutback.
see what was going, and then try to make a cut back to the opposite side of the field, and picked up really good yards, and I almost took it to the house.
13-yard run there by Trey Melton. We'll set up a 1st and 10 from the Dibble 32-yard line now. Melton's going to split out wide this time. A little broken bone look. Handoff's going to go to Rawls at that up back position. He's going to pick up about 3 yards there. But again, that fullback dive is if we can get 3 yards every pop, every time we run that, we'll do that all night long.
Absolutely. That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So first quarter is in the books, 7-0. Wolves lead, and again threatening again at the Dibble 29-yard line, facing a 2nd and 7. So I think that went about as good as we could hope in the first quarter there. Maybe trying to put one more score on the board but just didn't have time to do it here. Let's see what we can do here going into the second quarter.
We talked the first 3 games about not really, maybe we were being, I don't know, I don't want to say conservative, but we were not utilizing the full playbook.
Yeah.
But I got to say, I love this playbook tonight. I mean, we couldn't be any more traditional for Davis.
We're not doing anything fancy.
No.
We're lining up and forcing them to stop us. For the most part, right in the tackles, but occasionally we're going a little bit to the edges or trying to get outside. And right now, Dibble's just not able to do that. And so, I like our play call so far. I hope it continues, but
well, you know what? It's working. So
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Yep. So
I think we're about to see. I think we're getting away from the double tight. So
I think you're going to see more of a flexbone look. And again, we have not put the ball in the air yet. I think you're going to start seeing that maybe a little bit more. I'm not in a hurry to do that.
No,
we're
I'm
still
not
running
either.
the ball pretty effectively.
Yeah, Mr. Morris, I'm not in a hurry for that either.
Yeah, there you go.
Please look on page 67.
Yeah, you seem to forget. I was always the one that argued with Mr. Morris when
every
he
time.
wanted to throw it.
Every time. I usually tried to be the old Homer Simpson meme and just sink back into the hedges.
Yep.
When you two would argue about it, but
miss Mr. Morris. I hope he's doing great out at Wynnewood.
Last I talked to him, he's doing well. So
flexbone look this time, and again, you're going to see D. Eidelman go into motion where we got 2 receivers to the far side of the field, single tight end on the right side. Quarterback's going to look to get out on the edge. He's got some room to run. He's at the 30, at the 25, got 20, 15, 10, 5. He's going to get in the end zone.
I think that's going to be. He's going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
I think that's about the 7.
7. Excuse me. Yeah, 7.
Again, who saved that? Number 6.
Number 6. And he saved that from the opposite side of the field.
Yes, he did.
So Davis now with a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Again, I thought he was going to get in the end zone. He got hit right at the goal line, but they said he stepped out at the 7. Nice run that time. And boy, he had a lot of grass in front of him. So 2, Max Hammer's going to split out wide here. Another flexbone look this time. Quarterback is looking to run the option. He's going to cut it back in. He's going to get in the end zone, guys.
Yep.
Again, just kind of followed his blockers up front, cut back into the middle of the field, was able to punch it in. So 7-yard touchdown run by quarterback Dax Owen, and the Wolves add to their lead. So Pullen's extra point attempt. Snap is up, kick is up, and it is good. So with 11:45 to go, Wolves now lead 14-0.
Brad, was that a 15-second drive?
It was a nice one. It was a good one. And again, it started at the Dibble 45-yard line. So great field position started. It did not take us long. 5 plays to score from the 45 again. So Wolves now will see what we can do on defense again.
Well, I was just looking at the game clock here, and it says 11:45 to go in the second. I'm like, wow, that took 15 seconds. So
Well, I think we ran one play before the snap, I think.
All right.
But I don't know that. So if you're at home, you can let us know because I'm sure I missed it. So 11:45 to go. Wolves now leading 14-0, which is the important number here that we're talking about. Dibble looking to start their third offensive possession. So, again, last one was a 3-and-out. Wolves were able to kind of flip the field there and get good field position.
Winning ticket number 149-1544. 149-1544. Again, that's a signed team football donated by John Hale of Hale's Funeral Home here in Davis.
So here we go. Again, looks like we're going to line up that deep directional kick again. Looks like it's going to come to the near side of the field. Again, kind of overload that side, it looks like. Got some confusion going on. Ooh, nice deep directional kick. It's going to be fielded about the 18-yard line. Ball's on the ground. Picks it back up. And he's got a little bit of a lane over there if he can ever get outside. Oh, trying to cut back against the field there. Again, didn't work. Wolves are able to kind of corral him there, and he's going to go down about the 24-yard line. So about 4 yards on that return. He did a lot of running for not a whole lot of yardage.
Yeah. Coach Parker was not real thrilled with that kick. I'm not sure where it was supposed to go, but
well, what happened is we had a guy come on late, and then he lined up on the wrong side, so we were overloaded on the near side. So,
Gotcha.
So again, this time we actually have 4 receivers to one side. So heavy overload here on the near side of the field. Quarterback's going to be in the shotgun. 4 receivers to one side, single receiver to the opposite side, so a completely empty backfield. They're going to go back to the opposite side of the field, and it's going to be no good, incomplete.
I actually thought he snagged it for a second.
And again, I thought for sure they would go to the heavy side, and they actually went to the opposite side. Incomplete pass. So Maverick Alexander going to come on and give D. Eidelman a split here. Again, same formation this time for Dibble. 4 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the other side, empty backfield. Quarterback's going to roll this direction, looking to throw the ball downfield. Got a guy open, just kind of overthrew him. Again, I think we had a couple too many guys in that covered the flat and didn't have enough over the top, but he couldn't get him the ball, so it's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10. Looked like our linebackers needed a little bit deeper drop there.
Right now we're not looking bad, right? But I will tell you, I think there's maybe some mental mistakes going on the field.
Yeah.
Coach Parker and Coach Martin, the defensive guys there, letting a couple of ours have it, subbing some guys out, trying to get some things fixed for sure.
So trips to one side, single receiver to the opposite side, and they go to the single side. They're going to bring him down short of the first down. So pitch and catch, but it's going to be short. It's going to bring up a 4th down and about 4. So that's the thing about throwing the ball is it doesn't take much time off the clock when they're incomplete, and you give the ball back very quickly.
Yeah, 40 seconds off the clock.
And again, their punter has struggled the first 2 times to punt. So let's see what we can do here. Maybe put a little pressure on him. Had good penetration that last time. So Trey Melton's going to drop back after the 3-and-out. 10:50 to go in the second quarter. Wolves leading 14-0. Deep snap, and again, Wolves look like nice punt this time.
Better punt.
Much better punt. It's gonna take a nice little, not much roll. It just kind of died there, but it's gonna come down at about the 38-yard line. Wolves will take over at their own 38.
From the 37.
So it looks like they're going to mark it at the 37-yard line. So 10:31 to go. So let's see if we can do a 10-minute and 30-second drive here and put 7 more on the board.
Get the ball back starting second half. That'd be a great way to do it.
Yeah, not going to happen.
You don't think?
No, I think we're going to be.
Don't go cursing us.
No. We're going to be in 5 minutes or less.
Okay. All right. I like it. I like your attitude.
So a couple of other district games. Well, I'll wait till after this play.
So here we go. Quarterback's going to take it out on the option. He's at the 45, 40, trying to outrun him at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. He's going to get in the end zone. Touchdown.
Number 6 was pretty covered up. I'm pretty sure I don't know if Rance or Jackson had him, but good blocking down the field. Took that guy kind of out of the play.
63-yard touchdown run right there. And you were correct, Chad. It was not going to take 10 minutes and 31 seconds.
I got part of it right.
Or 10 minutes and 21 seconds. Did that literally take 11 seconds?
It did.
Yes,
It did.
11 seconds off the clock.
Okay, so the kick is up.
The kick is up.
And it is no good. Okay, he pushed it to the right, I think, or to the left. So, in my head, I was just thinking how good Pullen has kicked this game. And, again, I cursed him there.
Yeah, you
mentally.
cursed him just by thinking it.
Yep,
Yeah,
I'm sorry about that, Levi. Don't hold me accountable there because you have kicked very well so far.
So I'll give a couple of district scores. Colgate is at Holdenville. Number 5, Holdenville. I didn't realize they were ranked so high according to score.
Ranked higher than us.
So they are Holdenville on top, 8-0 right now. Beggs is at Community Christian. Beggs on top, 6-0. Of course, Beggs ranked number 6. So that's a couple of big games for us.
So 10-20 to go in the second quarter. Wolves now leading 20-0.
Another district game. Tishomingo at Comanche. Comanche up 13-0 in that one.
Bobby, I like the neon line down the middle of your phone.
Yeah, it has a little extra flair to
It's
it.
kind of like you're having your own rave there. Every time
Oh,
you
I
look
thought
at it,
that
it's
was
awesome.
part of the webpage.
No, it's permanently there. Granted by my recliner at home.
There you go. I like it. So again, 10-20 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0.
Number 1, Maddox. Also back there for Dibble, number 6.
So back deep for Dibble is number 1.
Taking off for the Davis Royals, 13, Levi Pullen.
Again, this time they're going to overload on the far side of the field. Again, he looks like, let's see where he puts it. He goes pretty straight. It's going to be fielded about the 17-yard line. Looking to take the ball back across the field there. Ooh, not played well by the defense. Going to bring him down at the 25-yard line. So gain about 5 yards on that return.
That was Creed Rogers with that hit. Number 28.
Number 5, Perez on the return.
So 1st and 10 for Dibble. Again, Davis's defense been able to have back-to-back 3-and-outs. Let's see if we can make it 3 in a row here.
Alexander, 52, Brendan Pierce, there for the Wolves. 1st and 10, Dibble from the 25.
So Dibble's got 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. So I see 21 Ethan Rushing out there at one of the outside deep tackles.
Jesse DeMoss.
Jesse DeMoss in there at nose guard, and Wyatt Fielding at the other tackle. Probably the best first down run that Dibble has had there this game so far. Gain of about 6 on that. Kind of got a little bit of a push up front there. Kind of had his defender on skates. So it's a gain of about 5 or 6 yards there. Can bring up a 2nd and 5 from the 30-yard line. Go back to that same side. Oh, this time Jackson Wright had an opportunity. Oh, I'll tell you what.
All right, Jesse DeMoss.
The name is Mr. DeMoss.
Jackson missed. He did not miss.
No, Jesse did not miss. Standing there, saw him coming, and almost like a giant bear hug type of tackle. I don't think that poor kid saw him coming.
So gain of 1 there is going to bring up a 3rd and about 4. 3rd and 4, 3rd and 3 from the 33-yard line.
Would love to see the Wolves get a stop here and get another chance with the ball.
And this time you notice that Dibble is trying to move the ball on the ground. They don't want to give that ball back this quick. So gain of 3 on that, and they're going to have an opportunity here on a 3rd and short, 3rd and 4, 3rd and manageable. Quick pitch out on the edge. I'll tell you what, I don't think he got it.
I don't know that he got there.
He's short.
Short pitch and catch there. He's going to be about a half.
Oh, they're going to give it to him.
I'll tell you what, it was a little bit. I thought it was a little short of the stick, but it was close. So Dibble does pick up the first down. Bring up a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And again, I thought it was maybe a half yard short.
Nose of the ball got him that first down.
Yep. You know, I know they picked up the first down, and we obviously wanted to see the stop, but I think our defense is playing well right now, and they're making them pay. Catching the ball, running the ball, it doesn't matter. They are making them pay. So Dibble's definitely going to be thinking about it whenever they get the ball put in their hands.
About 8:30 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0. Dibble's going to hand off to the tailback there. Met in the hole by the defense. Played pretty well up front there after a short gain brought down by number, I believe that's 33, Rance Digby.
It's 63.
63, Luke Johnson.
Yep.
And 33.
Yep.
Oh, and 30. Yeah,
And
there you
Rance.
go. There you go.
So Luke Johnson, Rance Digby in on that play.
Yeah, I
Bring
think
up a second about 8 at the
Rance
35.
had him by the legs, and I think
He did.
Luke was the one that kind of came in and laid the hit later.
Second and 8 from the 37-yard line. 2 receivers to the near side, single receiver to the top side. Quarterback's going to drop back, looking to throw the ball downfield. Little pump fake, looks to go back across the field. And again, good job kind of staying home by the defense. Going to try and get rid of the ball.
Oh, that's grounding.
There's
nobody.
There is no
There
receiver.
is a 65 and 50.
There is nobody in the – I think that's got to be an intentional
That's got to
grounding,
be.
because the only guys there that could have caught it were all offensive linemen.
Guys, I don't know. Y'all are missing the fact there's a T-shirt cannon going off down
It
here.
almost went over the
no,
top of it.
If I had known that's what it was, I'd have grabbed it.
So 3rd and 8 now after
Oh,
that,
come on.
Wow, that should have been intentional grounding there.
It should have been. He was
So-
not
so
outside the tackles.
There was a receiver, but he was down about 7 yards away. So my assumption is they're just saying that's a receiver in the area. But and again, defense played pretty well. Let's see if we can get a stop here on 3rd and 8. Quarterback's going to roll back. 2 receivers on the near side, looking on a go route, looking to go over the top. And I'll tell you what, they had a guy running wide open.
They did.
He hits that guy in stride. That's 6 points. Right now, we kind of let him get over the top of us.
So we can't let that happen.
No.
So play was very similar to what Sulphur did to us, unfortunately, and cannot let that happen over the top of the safety. So it's going to bring up a 4th and 8.
So I apologize, guys. I had a freshly printed, laminated, new updated roster that's got all the freshmen on it for us, and I left it in the car.
That has been helpful.
Yeah, I can't say it's accurate, and I'll explain why here in just a second.
So here we go, punt time. Good high punt. Again, the punter's done a much better job the last 2 times. 2 times kicking. It's going to roll down to about the 25-yard line, and Wolves will take over with 7:28 to go in the first half.
I'm just ecstatic we're talking about a punter punting to us multiple times.
Yeah, no,
so that's great.
Hey,
so,
we've had the ball a lot in the first half here.
Coach Fullerton is responsible for doing those rosters and getting them to it, and he's the one. He graciously brought me one, and I looked down, and Maverick number 8 right there. I noticed it right off the bat. Says 5'8", which is probably pretty close. You know, I mean, he might be there. He might be 5'7", but it was the next column over that said 220. I was like, I'm pretty sure Mav's not 220. So I was giving Coach Fullerton a big heck about that. But
so here we go, flexbone look this time. Handoff's looking to get out on the edge by Trey Melton. He's got a little bit of room. Nice cut back there. He's still on his feet at the 40. I don't know how I said 25. How about he got up to about the 43-yard line?
Good cutback. Saw he had another lane. I mean, that's the guy you got to worry about making those cutbacks. And he was able to get past that safety trying to make the tackle, but unfortunately kind of lost his balance getting away from it and ended up falling down. But still, great pickup there by Trey.
So from the 26 all the way down to the 43 on that Trey Melton run. And again, I like how much we've been focusing on Trey. You know, first couple games he was kind of overcoming that injury. He's kind of looks like he is back where he was at before the season started. So which is great. Back in the flex bone, going to run the option out on the edge. Pitch goes out to Jackson Wright. He's at the 45.
Nice,
he's at the 50.
back.
Still on his feet. Still spins out again. Still on his feet at the 45 on the other side. There it is. Late. Had an opportunity to let him go when he was out of bounds and didn't do it. So
well, and there should have been a face mask in there too, because coming out of bounds, he had his hand all up in his face mask. But I was glad to see that they actually did throw the flag for not letting go when they did, or when they should have. Excuse me.
So went out of bounds at the what looks like the 46-yard line. Then there's a face mask.
So it was the face
personal
mask.
foul.
Man, that was.
Game was to the Dibble 36-yard line.
So the ball's going to be spotted now down at the 31-yard line. So Davis again started this drive at their own 26 all the way down to the 31 now.
12 yards for
12 yards on that carry for Jackson Wright. And Wright, this is the first time I haven't seen that wrist brace. So I know his hand is they're able to kind of feature him again a little bit, running the ball defensively. That hand and wrist is starting to heal up, which is good.
Creed Rogers in the backfield.
So broken bone look this time, and I got a feeling Rogers is about to get the ball here. Let's see. And he's not. It's going to be a pass play. Looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got Dalton Heffley open.
Oh.
Had him in the end zone. He drops the ball. That was a touchdown, guys.
Yeah, man.
Tough catch. Coming over his shoulder, had a defender on him. But, it did go right through his arm.
Thrown about perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know that you could have placed it any better.
No, it was good. It was a good throw.
I'm surprised we haven't heard the good old-fashioned catch the ball by Todd Barnett up here. But I can tell you he's thinking it. Catch the ball, catch the ball, catch the ball.
He is. I can tell. Look, I saw it. It wanted to come out. He just held it back.
Yeah.
So here we go. Another broken bone look. 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. Quarterback's going to keep it out on the edge. He's got some room to run. He's at the 30. 25 goes out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. And again, they had no idea who had the ball on that one. Owens had a nice fake that time, just kind of waits for the trash to clear out and then gets upfield, picks up what he can. It's going to be spotted at the 24. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 24. 3rd and 4. I'm sorry. I apologize.
They've got it wrong on the board. First down was the pass play. That was the 2nd down. So it's 3rd.
Hey, sometimes we got to help our scoreboard guys out. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, they do help us. They help us fairly
They help
often
us
as well.
all the time. So here we go. 3rd and 4. Option out on the edge here. Melton tries to pick up what he can, but I'll tell you what, wrong read there. He just got to tuck it and go.
Yep.
They were playing tailback all the way there.
Yeah, they had a good defensive call that time.
It's going to bring up a 4th down, and a loss of about 4 is going to bring up a 4th and about 10 at the 30-yard line now.
I know you're up 20 points, but I think you're kind of in that spot of the field where you're still going to go for it here because punting not going to do you any good.
Not going to help you at all.
Not quite close enough for a field goal.
So 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0, and again,
we're not going to get it in now. We're going to have to take a timeout.
Yep. It does not look like we're going to have time, and we are going to. You're right. Here comes the timeout. So 5:50 to go in the first half, 20-0. Wolves facing a 4th and 9 from the 30-yard line. So with this timeout, we will also take a timeout. Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back.
$50 cash courtesy of Simmons Bank.
So 5:50 to go in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0. Other activities this weekend, I know the Davis Band, the Pride of the Arbuckles, is going to be competing at not only one competition tomorrow, but two of them.
Yep.
Do you know the locations of those two competitions?
They are in Ada tomorrow. I believe they perform around 12:45, and then they will hustle over to Holdenville, compete, and almost kind of go back and forth. It's going to be a long day. Awards for Holdenville is not till like 11 o'clock tomorrow night.
Wow.
So it's going to be a long day, but a good day for the Wolves.
So here we go.
The Pride of the Arbuckles, excuse me.
4th and 10 here.
4th and 9 from the 30.
Melton's going to go in motion, split out wide here. Low snap there. Good job up front, giving him some time to throw. The ball is up in the air. It's intended for incomplete. Kind of should have went. I think he should have went to 0. 0 was the right guy. 12 was kind of bracketed there.
He was bracketed on both sides there.
We do have a flag up front here. I think it's a hold, but we'll see. And that
penalty declined.
Penalty is declined, so they'll take over.
Yep. But, yeah, a few other activities. We do have the band competing tomorrow. And I'll throw this out there. Mr. Bigler was wearing a shirt earlier that, he's not trying to replace the Pride of the Arbuckles by any means because that's a tradition thing. They've been called that for a very long time. But he had a really cool saying, statement, the beat of the pack.
There you go.
I like that. That was really cool. Esports competing tomorrow in their monthly tournament. So lots of things going on. And the esports also going and competing in person on Monday. So
5:44 to go. Dibble now with the ball. 1st and 10 at the Davis 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw the ball downfield. Quarterback's going to tuck and pick up what he can. And, oh, man, he He slid early on that one, guys. He could have picked up another 3 or 4 yards. He did not want to get hit
I'm
there.
trying to figure out who was coming at him.
Brendan Pierce.
Okay, I was thinking.
Brendan Pierce was coming from the front, and Landon Gibson was coming from behind.
Okay.
So gain of 1 on that run.
Other big event early next week. I believe they leave on Monday. The Lady Wolves softball getting on the road and traveling to Alva for regionals.
That's a pretty good one. So trips receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Quarterback's going to be back in the shotgun look again. He's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. He's got a guy downfield, makes the catch, and he's going to be short of the first down. He's going to bring up a 3rd and about 4.
Trey Melton with a tackle. Hit him almost as soon as he caught it.
Again, came out in that zone, kind of found the soft spot there and hit the tight end where he just kind of sat in the middle of the zone waiting for the pass there. So bring up like I said, about a 3rd and 4 from the 37-yard line.
I like that they brought the one of the outside backers kind of on a
2 receivers to each side. That backfield's going to empty up. He was looking to get the guy out of the backfield.
Oh.
Ball was intended downfield. Oh! Well, I'll tell you what,
we got lucky.
Wow. I saw it up front.
I don't know how we didn't get a flag there.
Yeah.
Landon Gibson a little late on the ball was clearly gone.
Yeah.
And I mean, in a college game, I don't know that he doesn't get called for targeting there just because of the way he hit him. But Landon got away with one.
Boy, and we were the only one around that pass downfield, so that could have been an interception there. Unable to come down with the ball, so it's going to bring up a 4th and 4. Punter's going to get this one off here.
Nobody back deep now.
Hey, nice punt there. Again, that's a good one. It's going to roll all the way down to about the 20-yard line.
Yeah.
So again, 4 minutes left in the first half, and I'll tell you what, this has been a long first half. There's been a ton of possessions. So Davis will take over at their own 20-yard line with 4 minutes to go. So let's see if we can put together a 4-minute and 11-second drive and get some more points before halftime here. We kind of mixed it up a little bit last series. I'd like to see us kind of go back to what was working well earlier. Not that that wasn't going to work. It just to kind of put us behind the chain when we didn't get it, and we've been pretty successful running the ball. So I don't want to get too tricky or too complex at this point. Right. Let's just keep doing what we're doing.
First and 10 from the 20.
So we are going to motion into the traditional wishbone look this time. Handoff's going to go to. He's in the open field. It's
Rance
Digby. Nice gain there for about 17 yards on that run.
About the 39.
It's going to bring up another first down. That didn't take much time off the clock. That clock continues to go under 4 minutes to go in the first half. 18 yards on that run by Digby. Another wishbone look this time. Handoff's going to go back to Digby again, and again, he picked up about 8 on that carry. Again, we're starting to gouge them up front. Those big guys are getting tired for Dibble.
Well, you see almost their whole front with their hand on their hips, kind of beat down.
And again, you see them running new guys on, just trying to keep from us leaning on them.
Well, even the guys coming on the field, are running onto the field with their hands on their hips. So they're all pretty worn out right now.
So 3:20 to go in the first half. 9 yards on that carry by Digby. Ball at the 47-yard line. A little over 3 minutes in the first half. Option out on the edge. Melton's going to get the ball there. He is at the 40. He's at the 35-30. Can he get there? 25-20. 15. Oh, gets brought out at about the 12-yard line.
Number 5.
They do have. We got a player down for Dibble. It looks like
he
on the
made
sideline.
that tackle, and as he kind of pulled Trey over on top of himself. So hopefully he's okay, but unfortunately he is down on our side of the field. So
we've got an officials timeout. So nice run that time by Trey Melton, all the way down to the 19-yard line. So Davis threatening again in the red zone here.
So Brad, I assume you. I was out making sure the new intro music for the guys they requested worked well while you guys were starting the game. I know you brought up Boyd's information. I was a little curious. I've heard mixed reports on exactly what Dibble's record was, and I hadn't had a chance to look at Boyd's information because I've heard
2-1.
Okay, so I was told by a few people they were 3-0, but I had thought they were 2-1 because they got beat by Little Axe. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And so I was a little.
They beat the best two teams on their schedule and lost to the.
Yeah.
I would think. I don't know that, but Little Axe traditionally has not been. Has not been.
It was shocking. I believe because you and I actually that day that game was going on, we were kind of shocked by looking at the scores that night.
Well, and that was the week after they beat the number 2 team by
Class
30
A.
points, basically. Yeah. So again, I don't know if maybe there might have been some overconfidence in that. After that, I could definitely see that after a dominating run there. So Dibble runs 3 new guys up front, back out onto the field here, and again, Wolves are going to get back into that wishbone double tight end look here. Handoff's going to go to Digby there, 33, and he's going to gains about 5 yards maybe. Again, 2:54 to go here in the first half. Wolves leading 20-0.
Wow. I'm going to have to look that up. So we're getting some texts in on some scores from other games. Pauls Valley getting beat right now. I believe that's
28-7, 10 left in the second quarter by Perkins.
Well, Perkins is a traditional. They've been ranked as high as 1 or 2 or 3 the last few years.
Did I get that right?
Oh, look, we roll out. There it is. Wyatt Fielding on the touchdown. All I know is you can thank me later on, Chad, for not missing the touchdown catch by your son.
That was awesome.
Well, I'm just glad because there was no more wide open play in the history of Davis football because Wyatt Fielding, 6 foot, whatever, and he is, standing in the end zone wide open, nobody within 10 yards around him. So
we've been waiting for that for a while, haven't we, Chad?
Absolutely, yeah.
So the kick is up, and it is good. So Wolves now leading 27-0 with 2:19 to go.
So it is not Perkins beating.
I got it wrong. I'm sorry.
Sulphur is beating Perkins 20-0.
Okay. There we go. That's
Perkins.
the difference. Okay.
Kingfisher.
Is
he beating Pauls Valley 28-7?
Boy, that is the surprise. I really was impressed with Pauls Valley for what they've done up to this point.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's been something happening in that game, like an injury. Because again, the Knighton kid, in my opinion, he was 80% of that Pauls Valley team. So if he gets hurt, that's really going to limit what they can do.
So he had a great week last week against Weatherford. Weatherford has the number 1 recruit defensively in the state.
Defensive end.
So I want to point out that there's all 3 teams. I'm looking at all 3 teams that we've played in our non-district schedule. They are literally ranked 3, 4, and 5, 2 classes above us. And I think that has led to what you're seeing on the field right now. Yes, the boys have kind of felt that 0-3 vibe, really kind of feeling like they need this win tonight. But you're seeing it on the field that we've played bigger, faster, tougher opponents, and that's just going to help us as we go into district play. So
2:19 to go in the first half. Wolves now leading 27-0, and they will get the ball coming out of halftime here. Again, I was real curious to see how we would react once we got in our own class, and so far it's been nothing but positive at this point.
Kicking off for the Wolves, 13, Levi Poland.
Poland's got a nice kick that time. It's going to be fielded about the 15-yard line. He's trying to get outside. Oh, nice job there by the defense. I'll tell you what, actually no gain on that kick return. Had no chance. Tried to make a couple guys miss. Played very well by Jackson Wright and a couple other defenders there.
Nick Pruitt, I believe, number 7.
So they will start at their own 16-yard line or 15-yard line here.
We've got Ethan rushing in at defensive tackle.
0, Grayson Bumgardner out at corner, and 6, Tayton also out at corner. So 2 freshmen out there at corner, or a freshman and a sophomore out there at corner right now. Number 7, Nick Pruitt at safety. A lot of young kids out here. So Again, we'll see what the defense can do here. Handoff's going to go to the tailback here. And, again, I think they're just going to run this ball and try and get in at halftime and kind of regroup. So, short gain there. Gain of about 2.5, it looks like.
32, Malkowski on the carry. Gain of 3 yards. 2nd and 7 from the 18.
All right, so the handoff's going to go to 32 here. Another gain of about 2 or 3 there.
That was a good hard run.
It was. So a lot of younger kids out there right now. Sophomore DeMoss out there. Junior Pruitt. Center kind of comes off that arm hanging a little bit. I don't like that. Again, let's see what we got here. We'll see Jackson Wright, sophomore out there. 6 Hayton, freshman out there. 0, a sophomore out there. 7, a junior out there. 32, 21, 66, all 3 sophomores out there. So, again, very young group for Davis out there currently. So 46 seconds go in the first half here. Bunch formation to the far side of the field, shotgun formation. Handoff's going to go to the tailback there. Again, going to be brought down. He's going to pick up the first down, stop the clock there. They'll have a couple more plays. So Jacob Silva, another sophomore running out onto the field. He's going to replace Jesse DeMoss, a sophomore. So those sophomores are getting a lot of playing time right now, guys.
Well, those sophomores are
well, they're monsters. Yeah,
they're huge. So
21, another sophomore, Ethan Rushing there in on the tackle. That sophomore class I've got to watch since quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Rushing did a good job there. Nice attempt to go up and get that ball, but catches it out of bounds. It's going to be an incomplete pass. It's going to stop the clock with 9 seconds to go.
And they had a lineman 10 yards down the field.
Wow.
But I think he was locked up with one of our linebackers. I think that's why there was no flag for linemen downfield. So.
Okay.
2nd and 10 for the 27.
So 2nd and 10. Now, again, 9 seconds go before halftime. That bunch formation is still out there on the field there. Kind of doing an overload to one side. Tailback's going to try and kick the ball outside, and he's got some room to run. Played pretty well there by Nick Pruitt's going to bring him down with 1 second to go. I think he got out of bounds, so I think they're going to have one more play before we go into halftime here. And again, we talked about getting a little bit healthier, guys. We still have four or five guys that haven't returned, so we got an opportunity to get a whole lot better as the season goes on.
Of course, I talk to Braxton every day. He is in the media class, and has been at my house for a long time. He actually was texting me when he got hurt at Sulphur, trying to keep up with the game. But I talked to him a little bit. I think he's going to be out for a while.
So his brother, who is helping us this evening, said 2 more weeks, 2 to 3 more weeks.
So I don't think that's accurate.
No, I misunderstood what he said.
Not to call out his brother or anything, but I believe he's not even going to be able to walk on it for 4.
Okay, maybe 4 is the right number.
Yeah, so
Gage Kopenberger, I talked to his father earlier, and he gets reevaluated after the Beggs game. So 2 more weeks for him potentially to return and play if he's released at that point.
I think we're slowly getting there, getting people back, but
knock on wood here.
Knock on wood, but definitely want to make sure that we keep everybody healthy going into the district play. With that, we're actually going to leave the mics on and kind of put one out the window so you can hear the band. We're going to put the band on the center of the camera as they get ready to perform their show, and then we'll split for halftime and be back here in just a little bit. We'll see y'all then.
gentlemen, entering the field from the west sidelines, Davis Schools proudly presents the pride of the Yarbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Wolves Band. Under the leadership of band director Mr. Blade Bigler and drum major Ava Mann. Drum major, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the boat right at the Yarbuckles, the Davis High School Marching Wolves Band.
How about those trombones? We have a real treat tonight with a sax solo on Betty and the Jets and Saturday's All Right. still standing.
We're back, so we got about 14 seconds. I think we're going to get a couple more minutes here before the start of the second half. Wolves leading 27-0. They will get the ball to start the second half here. And again, I don't know if you guys saw it. I kind of pointed it out. I don't know that the camera picked it up, but there were some Dibble young guys, and I mean 9, 10, 11, 12.
They look like elementary kids.
They were getting after it. Full tackle on the field there. I like it.
The little guy that looks like he's the youngest one of them all was laying some of the biggest hits
That was awesome. So I don't know if we picked that up or not, but
that
I
was
hope
entertaining.
We did.
That was like, you go to a pro basketball game, sometimes you see like the little dribblers and stuff in, intermission and things like that. That was almost as entertaining to watch that.
It was.
So
like I said, they were committed because they were not letting up, man.
Well, speaking of not letting up, I don't want to see us let up.
Nope, I agree.
I am. We're in district play now. You're trying to make statements, and do I want to go score 50? Yes, I'd love to score 50. I want to see younger guys get in there, but I don't want us to see us get away from what we're doing right now. We are beating them in the trenches and kind of having our way. That they look defeated. And I want to see it stay that way.
Guys, we played a lot of young guys in that first half.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we played we played several freshmen, played a bunch of sophomores. So again, we've already kind of put some kids in. I think you're going to see more and more of that, obviously, in the second half here, especially if we can kind of open it up, kind of put another score on the board. Give it a little more separation. You're going to just keep seeing more and more. So what I would really like to see in the second half, I'd like to see us get a big enough lead that we see a little more quarterback play from the freshman that comes in for Owens. Dax has had such a good game. I'd like to kind of put the foot to the pedal here. Apply some pressure, get some points, and then get in and let some other kids get in the game.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, like I said, this is where you make your statements going into district. Got a big game on the road next week. Shout out to Mrs. Gilbert, superintendent, who made some things happen this week. No coaches or anybody are going to have to worry about driving kids late on a long road trip. Charter buses are going to be utilized for next week. So,
and thank you to Wolf
the Wolf Boosters.
I got you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, the
you got
Wolf
it out.
Boosters.
You just had to have help.
So the Wolf Boosters and Mrs. Gilbert making that happen for the Wolves, the band, and of course the media crew getting to take part in that as well. So thank you to them for making that available to us. But
So I did have an opportunity. I got a couple texts in the first half, and then I also had an opportunity to kind of talk to a couple of the Dibble fans down there. And I know that what I did hear pretty universally from them is probably their best player was he got hurt in that Little Axe game when they got beat, and so he is still not returned. But they are a different team with him at tailback, so it's one of those things. I think that's probably hurt them a little bit here. And I know that I did hear they had a couple other injuries. Obviously, that's not something new to us either. As last week, we were down 6 starters last week.
Yeah. So what's something you'd like to see different this half?
So I don't know that I want to see a whole lot different. Maybe open up the playbook a little bit more.
I've got one thing I'd like to see different.
What you got?
I'd like to see us work on some crossing routes, some shorter routes. We've thrown a number of home run balls, if you will, and I think we could be effective underneath. Maybe some outs, maybe some post.
I'm with you. I think you especially plays like Trey Milton. Get Trey Milton a ball in a short route and get him in open space.
Yeah, and
I think
give
that's
him
dangerous.
an opportunity. He's made some great cutbacks on runs tonight.
The truth is, though, guys, when you're up 27-0, if you add to that, you're not going to get to see the ball thrown very often. Unfortunately, that is the reality. Now, early on in the season, especially the scrimmages, we threw a lot to the running backs out of the backfield. I'd like to see a little bit of that.
Yep.
In kind of a unique formation there.
So Dibble
kind
of charging the ball, almost looking like they were going to do an onside kick there, but backs off and looks like they're going to kick. I didn't realize that their number 6 is their kicker as well.
That young man's an athlete.
He is, yeah. He's got some explosion too. Got some good cutback motion. So this one's going to be fielded by Jackson Wright at about the 30-yard line. He's got a little bit of room to run at the 35. He's at the 40. Going to go down at about the 42-yard line. I like seeing Jackson back healthy because, we talked about it earlier, but he gives us a little something at that tailback spot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, his injury wasn't really keeping him out of games, but it was affecting his ball
ability to
handling.
hold the
Yeah, because he
football.
had that brace on. That is now gone. And so he's able to hold on to that ball a little bit more securely and really kind of have his way down the field. So
Davis will have 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, they're going to come out in that double tight look again. Quarterback's going to go under center. There we go. That's Rawls' best carry of the game right there. Picked up about 10, 11 yards there. And again, just didn't go down on first contact. Just kept churning those feet and picked up a good first down.
That is the Brendan Rawls we need going forward into this district and to make a run into the playoffs.
So Davis 1st and 10 now at the 49-yard line on the Dibble side of the field.
Gain of 10 yards per ball.
10-yard run there.
Territory at the 49. And it's another Wolves.
Wolves now come out in that double tight flex bone look this time. Handoff's going to go back to Ross. Oh, he's in the open field. That's going to be a touchdown.
Gone.
Is he going to get ran down? His dad's yelling at him right now.
That is I guarantee you, Danny is waiting to talk to him after that one.
He's like, all you had to do is outrun that one guy. Got brought down at about the 5-yard line, but again, beautiful run.
Kudos to Dibble number 1 for turning on the Jets and going to get him. So,
there was a time that you couldn't catch Brendan. He got caught there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I hope they
those were still the tailback days and not the fullback days, I think.
Yeah.
So, again, we went back to what I wanted to see is give him back the ball, let him get in the end zone.
He picked it up, let him go get it, and he does just that, goes and puts 6 on the board.
So, touchdown for the Wolves, now leading 33-0 with the extra point to come.
I know he scored the touchdown, but Danny's still going to harass him.
He's still going to yell at him.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go. Pullen's kick is up.
That's good.
Boy, it's beautiful. Hey, like I said, I like Levi's kicks this year. I've been impressed with him all year long. He's doing a great job.
Doing much better. Opposite end of the field, though. Give him a little shout-out. The girls running the flags. They do a great job.
Was there only 2 of them? It looked like it said whoa.
We just had a whoa going across the field that time. The LVES was a little delayed in the reaction. But, shout out to those girls for doing that every game.
So what was the I don't remember the TV show, but old Joey, whoa. So there we go. We had one in honor of whatever the heck that TV show was.
You just dated yourself bad.
It was a great one. Hey, don't pretend like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to say that. I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Silent over here.
So I like the new cheerleader. I don't know if you guys have seen this yet, where they throw them back and forth for every score.
Oh,
it's spectacular.
Wow.
If you
I had not seen
it.
that. Okay,
it's very entertaining because it looks very tiring after a while.
I could imagine that's a little concerning.
So 34-0, and what we're talking about is it's kind of like if you've ever seen like the college game where they do the push-ups.
They have the
it's kind of the same thing.
ROTC.
But they kind of throw a cheerleader back and forth for every point. Wolves now leading 34-0, 11:02 to go in the third quarter. Again, Wolves able to take that opening second half kickoff, quickly get in the end zone. Again, did not take long there, about 58 seconds to score. Pullen's kick is going to be a deep directional kick. He's going to be fielded on the right.
Right there.
Oh, he stepped out there.
Momentum carried himself out of bounds, so good kick there by Levi.
Right on the line of scrimmage there. Not line of scrimmage, the out-of-bounds line.
Yep.
So 11 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dibble will take over. And again, I don't want to defensively. I'd like to see us keep our foot on the gas here.
It always. I would love to see us kind of stay the course on defense because nothing helps you confidence-wise than a goose egg on the scoreboard. So as long as we can keep that up there, I think.
I was not going there. I was not saying a word.
I didn't say
I'll take the blame for it.
I didn't either.
So here we go. Handoff's going to go to the tailback. Tailback makes the first guy miss. Good run that time.
Now I'm going to start to not breathe every time that.
Well, as long as somebody out there doesn't make you stop breathing now.
Yeah.
So 10:41 to go. That's going to bring up a second down and about 5.
Logan Gibson on the stop.
That was 65. Gibson in on that tackle, on that stop at defensive tackle. So DeMoss, Gibson, and Fielding are your 3 defensive linemen. Second and 4 from the 26-yard line. That can't be 26-yard line. How about yeah, well, I guess it is 26-yard line. Tailback's going to get the carry there. It's going to be short of the first down. Again, boy, they made him pay at the end of that, too. Gibson, again, kind of at that bottom of the pile. Also, it looks like, let's see who comes off the.
I was going to say, who was at the bottom there?
That is 63.
Luke Johnson.
Luke Johnson there, also in on that play.
32,
from his linebacker position. It's going to bring up a first down there. Again, able to pick up that first down. First and 10 now from the 31-yard line.
Gibson, 63. Luke Johnson there for the Wolves. Out to the 31.
Again, I think the Wolves are okay with them running the ball predominantly here. Again, Dibble would prefer to throw the ball, but I don't think they want to stop the clock any more than they have to. Quick pitch goes out on the out in the flat, and again, defense plays very well. Number 7, Nick Pruitt out there. He's going to drop him for a loss.
Solo tackle, just kind of went and made the play on his own. It's a good job by Young.
Little swing pass out there to the tailbacks brought down. And again, that's one thing that Davis does very well is run laterally there and just kind of gets in there. And again, that goes nowhere. Bring up a second down and a loss of 5 on that. It's going to bring up a second and 15 from the 26-yard line.
Back at the 26.
Wolves with a looks like they're with a single safety. Well, they've got the other one walked up on the secondary receiver. Tailback's going to get the ball here. Ooh, good run that time by Dibble. Gain of about, maybe 10 yards or close, 9 yards. So it's going to bring up a third and about 6, third and about 5. Again, nothing tricky there. Just went with the numbers and ran the ball. Third and, again, looks like it's going to be a third and a long 6 here. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Third down from the 36.
Oh, ball's on the ground, and again, that's a just didn't ever have a chance to get going there. Quarterback has to fall on it. Again, that's going to bring up a fourth down now, and the Wolves are going to get this ball back. So Dibble's punt team is back on the field. So another 5-yard loss after that low snap, or drop snap at least. Back deep for the Wolves, number 12, Trey Melton. Melton's had a really good game.
Yeah, he has.
He's, the first few games I really didn't think he had much of an impact. This one he's had a lot of impact in the game, which is kind of what we want to see from him.
Good punt.
Good punt again here. It's going to hit at about the 40 and roll down to about the 31-yard line. So Wolves will take over. Just kind of let that one roll to a stop.
Give a little bit of an update. Looks like that game just north of us in Pauls Valley, Kingfisher up 30-14 at half.
Wow.
So a little bit
that's surprising.
Unexpected there. But let me go back to our class here. Holdenville up on Colgate in the third quarter, 30-6. Beggs up over Community Christian 18-0.
At Beggs.
That is at Community Christian.
No, I'm saying next week we are at Beggs.
Yes, that's correct.
Handoff's going to go to Rawls here. Rawls in an open field again. Man, I'll tell you what, he punished some guys right there. Comes down to about the 44-yard line, so about another about 12 yards on that carry. It looked like somewhere in that ballpark. Maybe a little more than that, maybe 15 yards.
Another district game at half right now. Tishomingo trailing at Comanche 13-0.
How about 17 yards on that run?
And it's under the Wolves, first down.
So first and 10 now for the Wolves at about the 48-yard line. And boy, we are gouging them up front now.
Yeah, we are.
They're getting pushed around on the line of scrimmage. I formation look this time. Handoff's going to go back to the tailback. Melton's going to pick up. Oh, we got a flag here, so this is going to be, and this is at the line of scrimmage. This is going to be a hold.
12, Trey Melton on the carry.
Melton there on the carry, but this one's going to get wiped away from the hold, it looks like. Holding on the offense is going to move us back. And again, clean first half. I don't want to see us start doing that in the second half.
Yeah, now is when you really want to see those things not happen up big. You don't want to see mental mistakes kind of, I'm not going to say put Dibble back in this game, but those are the things you need to clean up in these situations.
So 1st and 20 for the Wolves.
Back to the Wolves 39.
Ball goes all the way back to the Wolves 39-yard line. Quarterback's going to run it out on the edge. Oh, we got another flag that came down here right at the line of scrimmage again. Short gain anyway, but maybe a gain of about 5 or 6.
I think we're fixing to see 1st and 30.
Yeah, it looks like it. Another hold, so it is going to bring a 1st and 30. I don't know what we got in the playbook for 1st and 30, but I bet it's going to be a fullback dive. What do you want to bet?
Again,
it's one of those things that
he's broke a few
we may go downfield, but I'm betting that we don't.
He's picked up 8 or 9 on these carries the last few. It's not a bad play.
Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to call my shot right now. I feel a fullback dive coming. Nope, little option out on the edge. Melton's going to get the ball, but he just kind of just really didn't have an opportunity to get going at all, and I think we lost yardage on that one also.
So I wouldn't mind seeing us test downfield.
I'd like to see us shoot our shot twice here before we have to punt.
Well, it's going to bring up a 2nd and 33, which seems like we might want to put the ball in the air.
Yep.
Call me crazy. We want to run something out on the edge possibly.
Well, we do have a wider side of the field now.
We do. 2nd and 33 from the 26-yard line. Loss of 3 on that play.
Back to the 22nd, to the 26-yard line. 2nd down.
So Jackson Wright's going to go into motion there. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Quarterback's going to drop back.
Right, there he is.
There he is. He's got him open if he can get the ball there.
Oh!
Went through his hands, and again, he was streaking down the.
Dax could not have walked that ball out there better to him.
It was a good throw. Might have put a little more air on it where he could have ran underneath it, but again, not a bad throw. And again, I don't know if we're going to get another shot at that one because that was what we wanted.
The safety was almost kind of still standing still as Jackson went flying right by him. So I don't know that you're getting another look that good.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 33 from the 26-yard line.
From the 26.
Handoff's going to go to the freshman there, Creed Rogers. Gain of about 5 or so. So it's going to bring up the punt team. Now, this will be the first time we've punted this game.
Mm-hmm.
So, again, 5:12 to go here in the third quarter. Wolves leading 34-0.
And were those our first 3 penalties of the night?
I think they were, and they were all on that one series.
Yeah.
So. Again, I just want to keep the consistency. We got those 3. Let's chalk those up as a loss and just keep going. Limit how we do that going forward. So Owens is punting. That was not a good punt. That went off the side of his foot. It's gonna bounce and roll to about the 47-yard line. Again,
this first time Dibble's on our side of the 50.
I think the very first series they were for a couple plays.
Okay.
So Dibble will have the ball on the Davis side of the field at the 47-yard line. Again, you got a freshman Tatum out there at corner. Heffley's back out there, so that's good to see. Pruitt is also out there. Played pretty well by the defense that time. It's going to be a short gain of about 3, maybe 2. Try to get outside, and Wolves kind of strung the play out. Had some inside-out containment there, able to bring the guy down. Digby in on the tackle. Digby's had a good game this game. Short gain is going to be for, it looks like they're actually going to only give him 1 yard on that, so it's going to bring up a 2nd 9 from the 45-yard line. Two receivers to the far side of the field. Looks like they're also going to put their up back on that same side. And again, they're going to call timeout. It looked like I don't think they got their formation in right. So with that, we will also take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Howells broadcast of the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. We'll be back. All right, so we are back. 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Wolves leading 34-0. Dibble facing a 2nd and 8 from the 45-yard line.
That was a nicely run trap play.
Yep, really good. I liked how they kicked the guy out there.
Mm-hmm.
They also let their tailback get ahead of steam there when he hit the hole. And again, good positive yardage there. It's going to bring up a 3rd and short, 3rd and about 2 here.
A couple of changes up front. I think I saw Jet Jennings and then Fielding headed back out there. Yep. And then, of course, Gibson.
So 2 receivers to each side, single back lined up right next to the quarterback. And that's who's going to get the ball here. And he does. I think they're going to give him a first down. They are. Bring up a 1st and 10 for Dibble. And this Dibble's best offensive series of the game right here. Ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line now. Again, they're starting to get closer, deeper into the Wolves' side of the field here. Gain of 3 on that carry. 2 receivers each side. Again, you got that same tailback look. This time the quarterback's going to throw the ball downfield.
No, that bounced.
Let's see
if
they
catch.
They are.
Oh, my goodness,
catch.
that bounced.
Wow.
Pass is complete.
So it's going to bring up a 2nd down and about 2 after that 8-yard completion.
Well, I'd really love to see our defense stiffen right here. And
yeah, me too. I'd like to.
Shut them down.
It looks like we're kind of going through the motions a little bit now. Not that Dibble is not playing well. They are, but we need to kind of get that aggression back now. So they're going to go into motion, do a trip side. The quarterback's going to keep out on the edge. Oh, played really well that time by number 63. Luke Johnson's going to stop him for a first down. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, no gain on that run.
Quarterback number 3, Westwell.
So Gibson's coming in for Gibson. This one is Logan Gibson coming in for Landon Gibson. Again, got a lot of guys right at the line of scrimmage here, so let's see what we can get going here. Tailback's going to get it.
He stretched out there.
Nice run that time. Able to get the first down. Now, he had the ball out, which they kind of stripped it from him, but I think he was already down. It doesn't matter. It's going to bring up a first down or right at the
they're going to say 4th down. They're going to say he did not get it. I saw the far side judge, coming in. So now they signal he got it.
Okay, there we go.
Oh man,
I was going to say I thought he got that one. It looked like, but we got a guy for Dibble down there. Looks like he's having a cramp. Official timeout here. So again, Dibble will have a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this quarter has been really slow.
Well, we got 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Again, hasn't been a whole
compared
lot of
to the first quarter.
series.
I think is maybe what I'm thinking about.
Again, it looks like that young man is okay, so he's being helped to the sideline. So, again, the interesting thing is anytime their coaches bring them together. They bring the entire team instead of just the offense or defense out there. So they got the entire Dibble's entire team is on the field right now, meeting with the coach. So again, I know that they'd like to get a little momentum here, see if they can't get some points on the board.
Tonight's winner, Brenda McCurry. She's the grandma, the number 59, Jet Jennings.
So defense is going to go back out on the field here.
2 more throw-ins, Will fans. 2 more. Assigned team football.
Again, see some other kids that some other kids that are normally reserves kind of out there. Nick Pruitt still in there at one of the safeties. Tayton in there at corner. Freshman, junior there. Quarterback's going to roll out, looking to throw the ball downfield. Looks for the home run. I'll tell you what, I think he caught that.
Out of bounds.
Touchdown.
Well, I'll tell you what, Melton in coverage there. Nice pitch and catch there. I think he caught that in. I think that is a touchdown. They marked it a touchdown, but I do think he scored on that play.
Chad, you and I can go watch that back later.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll watch the replay.
Hey, you guys might. Hey, you got to watch the red pillar there instead of the play. I think. So I do think he can. I think he did come down with it, but anyway, it works. The official
well, he
called
caught
a
it. I
touchdown.
just think he caught it with part of his body on the back line. So.
You might have been right.
Yeah. But, it's hard to tell from this angle, and that official certainly had a better angle than I did.
So 1:08 to go now, 34-6, the extra point to come.
Hey, Brad.
Yes, sir.
I blame Bobby Alexander.
Hey, we don't need to talk about that.
He did. That's right. Get the pitchforks ready. They're going to look for him here in a little bit. So here's the kick. Kick is up, and it's good. Boy, that one didn't make it by much.
Yeah. Wow.
But it did make it, so it's now 34-7. Wolves leading. Again, I'd like to see us kind of get back under control here. Put some points on the board, eat some clock. Let's go from there.
Something that shocks me for tonight, not necessarily on the field, but I really thought I would see more fans on the Dibble side.
I was a little surprised that there hasn't been maybe as many as I anticipated.
I thought, from my memory, seeing Dibble some places and things like that they traveled pretty well. But unfortunately, I don't feel like they did tonight. So
I did see my favorite Dibble fan over there earlier. Got to go down there and see my sister. I see her right now, as a matter of fact. Sitting. She came over to watch her niece cheer, and then again, these kids at Dibble, you got to think she's been teaching them. She's been a teacher for a long time, so she taught all these guys when they were little bitty. So I know she is rooting for our daughter and for Gabe, but she's also probably rooting for Dibble at the same time.
Yeah.
So again, they do that kind of that fake onside kick.
Yeah, and he got really close to the ball.
He did get close. Again, we talked about it a little bit earlier, but my sister's a school teacher at Dibble, and my brother-in-law is the ag teacher there. So again, shout out to Jeff Evans, who is actually in Tulsa. He was listening earlier to the broadcast. So
that's going to be out of bounds, I think.
Let's see.
That's going to stay in.
I was going to tell you what, we fielded it, but we fielded it out of bounds.
Yeah.
So kind of slipped there, lost his footing. He slides out of bounds. Again, we will start this at the 6 or 7 yard line. So not good field position this time for the Wolves. We will start 1st and 10 at our own 7 yard line.
We need to stay with what was successful, what we've been doing,
Yeah.
running the ball.
Between the tackles.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, if we're gonna make a pass, I'd like to see something that's not a home run. We've had it open a number of times. We just haven't been able to connect.
Double tight end look this time. Nice kick out block right there. Let's see. Nice run that by Trey Melton. So yeah, you saw the trap go. You saw the tight ends crash down and the kick out by the guard there, and then by one of the tailbacks again. Nice positive first down run there.
Fixing to have another official timeout. They got another Dibble player cramping up down there.
So we're going to have the ball now at about the 17-yard line after that 10-yard run.
So real quick during this official timeout here in a second, I'll just give a shout-out to our media team for this evening.
Hey, let's start and not forget the MVP of our team, which is Boyd Fulton.
Absolutely. Boyd Fulton sends us all the information, the fountain of knowledge that is Davis football, with all the research and everything, the statistician that he is, Boyd Fulton. So, yeah. But running the program for us tonight, we have Rory Rogers and Kaya McGahey down on the field getting some video footage for us. Peyton Lewis is back here running the show. I don't know really what she's doing.
It looks like she's just looking at the screen.
Yeah, like she's just kind of sitting there. I really don't know what she's doing. Of course, the camera, great camera work tonight, again by Nasiah Watkins.
Hey, Nasiah she's been the real MVP the last 2 or 3 weeks. Let me tell you, she's been rocking the camera.
And, I don't know. She's eaten like 2.5 bags of mints over here. So
is
I don't
that
know.
right?
Yeah, like she came through with a
she
shovel.
Does have a gigantic bag of mints.
She used
what
a
is
shovel
up with
to
that?
take the trash earlier, so I don't know what's going on over there. And then,
okay.
Of course, little Braxton Griffin over there running the laptop for us.
Braxton Jr.
Yeah. Mr.
BJ.
Ryan Griffin.
And yet that young man from Dibble is okay. He's walking off the field under his own power, so –
So, I wonder if Nasiah is eating the mints because she is sitting too close to Ryan and the other individuals. You think that's what it is?
It's highly possible.
She's like, I want to block them out as much as I can. So here we go. Wolves back under center. Quick handoff. Oh, I thought it was going to be a quick handoff on that little pop run to the fullback. Quarterback actually takes it back out, picks up some good positive yardage. Yeah, nice.
And I don't know if it was like a busted play, but it looked like he wasn't supposed to keep it. Maybe.
Yeah.
I think it was by design, guys.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do think it's a follow play that's been in the playbook a little bit. And again, the idea.
I think we're just running that play to go to the next quarter.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Yep.
So, got 18 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Again, Wolves pick up about 8 yards on that first down play. Ball now at the 25-yard line. So, again, Wolves not in any hurry here. That's one of those things that a lot of people don't realize, if you don't watch the Wolves every week, is once we get a lead, we're not really we're not trying to score. We are, but
we just don't do anything fancy at that point.
No, we limit everything at that point.
And try to keep the clock running as much as possible.
Yep.
So I think that's to be expected, but –
so a lot of times the scores may appear to be a little closer than they are just because we're running the ball trying to control the clock.
Yep.
And usually we do a pretty good job of that.
Here's what I like, though. Coach Parker's down there still being passionate tonight.
Sure.
He's telling them they need to execute, they need to play smart, and we need to cut the penalties out. I don't know for sure that that's what he's saying, but
seems like it could be, right?
Yeah. Because that last series, we had 3 10-yard penalties.
Sure.
And it killed that drive. So,
and we talked about playing clean, early, and we've done a good job of that until that last series.
Yeah, exactly right. And what did it result in? A punt. Yeah.
A punt, a short field for them, which they were able to capitalize on.
Yeah.
149-1491. If you have that winning ticket number, please come to the press box.
So 34-7. We're waiting for the start of the fourth quarter here, and we're starting to have people kind of clear out a little bit. This has been kind of a one-sided affair since about the second quarter. Wolves facing a 2nd and 2 from the 25-yard line.
So I will say, Beggs in a close game, only up 11. Kind of expected that one to be a little bit bigger gap in that one, but
I think Community Christian might be a little better than people are giving them credit for.
Okay. Oh, excuse me. Score just updated.
Uh-oh. Quarterback's going to hand off there. Tailback's going to be brought down. Okay, so what's the score now?
Score is now 25-7. Beggs up with 3 minutes to go in the third in that one.
So Jackson Wright on the carry there is going to be brought down for a very short gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 2. So, again, no gain or maybe a half yard here on that last carry.
No gain. 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 for the Wolves.
From the 25.
Handoff goes to the fullback there. Brendan Rawls going to pick up the first down.
Brendan Rawls on the carry.
Well, I tell you, right now would be the time to throw a pass because they are loading that
I was
box.
going to say, it looked like
Sure
they
they
had 10 or 11 in the box
Yeah.
on that last play.
They are expecting run. And, of course, we're up 34-7. We don't have to throw it, but, man.
If you're ever going to pull the trigger because it's
Yeah.
open, that's
Yeah.
the
Well,
time.
just to work on the passing game, I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind seeing us put one up. You know, again, not that it has to be a home run. Just put one up and keep them honest and keep working on the passing game. So all 11 were within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage there. And, again, that's what happens because if you miss, which is what happened there, you pick up 8 or 9 yards. And I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, he's lucky.
He was lucky.
It wasn't
that,
more than that.
And Trey Melton was the one running the ball, correct?
Yeah.
And Trey been the best one at making those cutbacks. And there was a wide open tunnel between us and Trey on that play. And so if he'd have made that cutback across the field, he might have gotten loose on that side.
So 2nd down and about 2. So I'm curious what the yardage is for Trey now. I would be interested in that because I bet he's probably pushing at about 120 yards, I would guess, right now. So
Gain of 8 yards from Elton out to the 37.
maybe heavier. It may not be that much, but I would assume it's probably right in that ballpark. So pop pass or pop run that time goes to Brendan Rawls. He's going to pick up the first down again.
So I'm going to throw this out there because, Brad, we did not do it the first 3 games. But you guys got to be thinking, player of the game. Wolf Media player of the game as we get under 10 minutes here left in this one.
Prestigious award.
It is
prestigious award.
Very prestigious. Nasiah said she'd share a mint to the winner.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And like I said, I think we give away like a dirty pair of socks or
Yeah.
something. I don't know what it is. I really don't think it's anything. But so Ethan Rushing there on the carry, and again, they're threw about 3 flags at the line of scrimmage. So I've got a feeling I know what's about to be called here. But I'll tell you what, I don't like all of the penalties here in the second half. We got to clean that up. Again, I know we might have some kids maybe that are in positions maybe they usually aren't, but still, I want them to execute just like I want anyone else to execute. Holding is going to bring the ball back. It's going to be at the 31-yard line now. After that, it's going to be 1st and 20 after the penalty.
First and 20 for the Wolves at the 31.
Handoff goes to 28 Creed Rogers there for a short gain of about 2.
28 Creed Rogers on the carry.
Look like Brendan Pierce is going to run onto the field, and Fisher Smith's going to get a rest here for a few plays. Nice to see Fisher Smith back out there after missing last week with the injury.
Yeah.
And part of the Sulphur game also after when he got hurt.
Because I was going to say he missed a little bit of that game.
So 2nd and 18. Little option out on the edge is going to go to 21 Ethan Rushing. He's trying to get outside there. Going to be kind of submarined and be brought down maybe a gain of 1 maybe.
Looks like they're going to mark him right on that 35-yard line. So
it's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. Again, 8:15 to go in the ball game, leading 34-7. No gain, so I guess I thought he got 1. Looks like he just got back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd. Third and 17.
So 3rd and 17 now. Quarterback's going to roll out, and he's looking to throw the ball downfield, and he's just going to go out of bounds again. Gain of about a little naked bootleg there. Again, I think the intent was to throw the ball downfield, but he was covered.
I mean, he was, but I'm going to take my chances to try to pick up that first down and try to hit the massive 6-foot whatever target that's standing in front of me.
So 4th down, 4th and 6, and the punt team is going to go back onto the field here.
Gain of 10 on the play to the 44.
10 yards on that.
We need to
that
go.
carry,
We need to
but-
go. With punt. We don't have to wait on them to get in position.
Okay, let's see where that's going to go. It went out of bounds. I don't know where.
think
it
they'll
went
mark
out.
it out about the
we do have
30.
a flag, so I don't know if they got off the field, guys.
That would give us a first down.
Let's see if they got off the field there. They are going to call it on Davis. So
For what?
I don't know. It looks like the officials are going to meet in the field there. Like I said, there was a flag thrown. 7:37 to go in the ball game. Wolves leading 34-7.
Oh no, they're going to call it against the Dibble.
They are going to call it against Dibble, so it's going to mark them off. That's going to bring up a first down then for the Wolves, or it may be a 4th and 1, depending on what the penalty. Let's see what legal substitutions what they're going to call. So yeah, it's going to bring up a 4th and 1.
Again, we don't have to wait. Let's go. What do we do?
Dibble call a timeout.
Okay.
So with that, we will also take a quick timeout. You're listening to the Ground and Pound Wishbone Show. So here we go. About a 4th and 1. So is it hard count time, guys?
I think
punt?
I think you definitively try the hard count, but it doesn't look. Man, I don't know.
Looks like we came out in that heavy set. So Rawls is going to carry there.
He's
going
to pick
it
up.
And boy, I'll tell you what, if he could have kept his feet turning, that's a touchdown. But gain of about 10 yards on that first down run.
They've got another player down. Nope. He's getting up. He's okay.
Wolves now at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Again, 7:30 to go here in the ball game.
Gain of 11 for Rawls.
11 yards on that carry.
And it's another Wolves push down.
So going to get it in the traditional wishbone look here. Handoff's going to go to 3. D. Idleman. He's got a little room to run. He's at the 20, trying to hold off a guy. 15, 10. Ooh.
Kind of an awkward.
Boy, that was, I don't know how he had a hold of him, but that was a weird tackle.
I think he was holding with one hand and punching with
it
the
looked
other,
like
trying to punch the ball out.
Trying to knock the ball out.
Yeah,
So-
because I thought I saw 1 or 2 haymakers in there.
So he's going to get down to about the 9-yard line there on that carry. Idleman carry there. The senior getting an opportunity to run the ball.
To the Dibble 9-yard line.
So 31 yards on that run.
And it's another Wolves push down.
So here we go. Back in that flex bone look. Jackson Wright is going to go into motion into a heavy set on the far side of the field. Handoff's going to go to 28 freshman. Again, just not much there for Creed Rogers.
I'm going to give it to the Dibble lineman. I apologize. I don't have a roster here for them, but number 63, he pancaked 2 of our linemen.
Jesse DeMoss is going to go in for Jet Jennings here at guard. Again, wishbone look here. Double tight. Handoff's going to go to 27 Jackson Wright, and I'll tell you what, he's getting in the end zone.
Yeah, he is.
Boy, that was a master class of blocking up front by the offensive line. I don't know that he got touched until the 1 yard line.
That's exactly what you want, right?
Yep, that's exactly right.
Create separation and give them a lane to run through. And they did just that, and by the time somebody got their hands on him, it was too late.
So Wright's touchdown now brings the score to 40-7 with the extra point attempt to come here. So the kick is up, and it is good. Wolves now lead 41-7 with 6:09 to go in the ball game.
Number 11, Dalton Headley. For the kick, 13, Levi Pullen.
Uh-oh, there you go. There's your cheerleader. Look, they're doing push-ups
there
now.
you go. I don't know if the camera can get on that for the
I don't know, but I thought they might give up before she got
got there.
the 41, but I think she made it.
So we'll have to start watching for that on the next few broadcasts. Maybe see if we can catch some of those strength and agility feats by the cheerleaders.
Both of those girls, I think, are on the powerlifting team. No joke, just
Okay,
FYI.
all right,
So
all right.
maybe they're getting their work in.
There you go. It's Coach Fullerton probably telling them, hey, like y'all need to.
He's
be
like,
doing
hey,
something.
if you can't lift, at least do push-ups or something during the game, right?
It's off season. We need to see y'all working.
Yeah,
So.
there you go.
So about 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes to go in the game. Again, I told you guys about 4 minutes ago, be having that thought in the back of your mind about who you thought would be the player of the game. So
are you making me say it now? Is that what you're saying?
I'm gonna give you till that about 2-3 minute mark.
Okay.
So you got a few more
'Cause
minutes.
I might. The next 4 minutes might impact.
I
my
mean, that could
decision.
change it, right? So
Exactly right.
I got mine.
I got mine too. I'm just kidding.
13, Levi Pullen.
Pulling deep onside kick. Here's going to be fielded about the 30-yard line. Oh, boy, I'll tell you what. That
He
kid
made
next
the-
time, he might want a fair catch that one.
Well, he made the right decision.
He did go down quick.
Yeah.
And he does not look like a very big young man.
So the two guys going for that tackle right there were number 2 Max Hammer and 28 Creed Rogers, and that kid went down so fast. Creed actually ended up on top of Max, making that hit. So
First and 10, Dibble at the 30.
So 25 in for the Wolves for the first time. I got to see who that is. Also,
according to my roster here is Gian Rodriguez.
Gian Rodriguez, also 71, which I believe is Jordan, if I'm not mistaken.
Jordan Stokes, yep.
Jordan Stokes in there. As Gabe likes to call him, the chair slayer,
Okay.
because I think a chair broke on him one time. So quarterback looks to throw the ball. Ooh, he looks to throw the ball downfield. Tell you what, we got to look back for the ball on that one, guys.
Yeah.
So we kind of caught a break there. I don't think the ball was catchable anyway, but we got our defensive back. He's got to look back for that ball.
It's good defensive play by, I believe that was number 2 Max Hammer on that play.
In coverage?
Yes.
Okay.
Excuse me. That was not Max Hammer.
Yeah.
I think that was number 7, if I'm not mistaken. Nick Pruitt. See a little Maverick Alexander there out on the edge. Oh, that
ball's
on
down,
the ground.
ball's down.
Quarterback just kind of picks it up. He's brought down immediately by Brendan Pierce. Like I said, a lot of younger guys out there. So DeMoss is going to come in, and he's going to replace Stokes on at nose guard here. Ethan Rushing and Peyton Westbury are your other 2 defensive tackles. Looks like Max Hammer is in at linebacker. Pierce is in at linebacker. Maverick Alexander at outside linebacker. Number 10, which I believe is Braxton Thompson in at cornerback. Opposite side, the freshman number 6. So we got 2 freshmen in at the 2 cornerback spots. Back deep at safety, 24 Levi Laxton. Laxton there kind of delivering the hit.
32, Malkowski on the carry.
So here comes number 0, Grayson Bumgarner is going to come in there at corner.
Levi Laxton. Jesse DeVos there for the Wolves.
Again, under 5 minutes to go in this game. 41-7. Wolves comfortably in control.
And they're going to go for it here on 4th and 5.
4th and 5, yep.
Be a run off the far side tackle.
Ooh. Oh, man, they had a chance of getting him dropping. Oh, there is a late flag I thought I saw thrown. Might not have. It might. Be honest with you, it might have been those yellow pants that I saw. But I thought I saw a flag getting thrown there at the line of scrimmage.
They got a player down.
There is a player down.
By the way, I called that play.
Good job there.
Gain of 6.
Gain of 6 there. He's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Dibble Demons.
Do one last check of some district scores. Holdenville going into the fourth quarter look like they are up big at home against Colgate, 42-12. Beggs, game's getting a little bit closer. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. They are up 25-14 at Community Christian. And close one over in Comanche. One score game in the fourth quarter. Tishomingo trailing 20-12.
Quarterback's going to draw back, looking to throw the ball downfield.
Again,
played pretty well that time. Bracketed coverage there. Grayson Bumgardner in coverage, and also Levi Laxton, I think, back there on that one.
The young man dropped the ball. He had it.
Well, it looked like it got punched out is what I don't know if it did or not, or if it just came out of his hand.
But it came right down into his hands. I mean.
Nice throw. The quarterback really does a good job throwing the ball downfield.
Quarterback's got an arm.
Bring up a 2nd 10 from the 41-yard line for Dibble. Handoff's going to go to that tailback there. Good job picking up about 11 yards on that run.
32, Malkowski.
I'm going to call a first down.
Into Wolves territory to the 49.
Again, a lot of young guys out there right now for the Wolves.
For the Wolves, made by 7, Nick Britt.
They need to get on the ball.
And I'll tell you what, Dibble's about to run a play.
Yeah. Yep, we weren't set, and they direct snap to the quarterback.
Quarterback's going to be brought down for after a short gain.
That was stupid what I just said. Of course, it'd be a direct snap to the quarterback, but almost like a wildcat.
It's almost like the quarterback gets a direct snap to almost every play.
I know.
3:27 to go in this ball game. Can't get over fast enough.
A couple of other local scores. Plainview up big on Purcell, at Purcell, 33-3. Still a little bit of a shocking one at Pauls Valley. Kingfisher on top in the third quarter, 37-22. And some of these scores, I'm saying third quarter. That's the last reported that we can check. Then I believe I saw that that team just to the east of us here. They are up quite heavily against another top 10 ranked team, Perkins Tryon at Perkins, and Sulphur is up 41-0.
Wow.
So,
hey, we've talked about it off air, and maybe we've even talked about it on air, but that Sulphur team has got an opportunity to make a lot of noise in 3A.
I was doing a little check-in, looking, because I have nothing better to do. But if you look at the way the brackets are lined up, the other top teams being in that 3A or Lincoln Christian Heritage Hall, both of them on the opposite side of the bracket. Okay. So Sulphur, looks like they have a chance to really go far into the playoffs and maybe even be in contention for that state championship. So.
Quick pass goes out. I'll tell you what, nice play that time by Levi Laxton. Is going to break it away. And somebody had the wrong route ran there because there were two guys that both were right in the vicinity of the ball.
Number 32 for Dibble, that running back. He's had a good second half.
So he's a kid, if you look at the I think it is that young man that when they look at the top kids that are in our division, he was one of the ones mentioned, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been the tailback that was hurt.
Right.
It's very possible. But
he just had another good run.
I think that is the Malchevsky kid, I think is how you pronounce the last name. And, again, had some older brothers that were really good players also that I remember reading about several times. And I think that is him anyway, so I'm sure somebody will correct me if it's not. So 3:13 to go in the ball game, 41-7. Little naked bootleg there by the quarterbacks trying to throw the ball on the backside of the field. He's going to get rid of the ball. He's got a guy open. Going to be brought down at about the 2-yard line. Again, coverage just kind of broke down there, down the field. First and goal for Dibble now at the 2-yard line, trailing 41-7.
$27 yards on the completion. Pass complete for 1 Maddox.
Handoff's going to go to the tailback. He's going to get in the end zone untouched that time. So Dibble able to put some more points on the board, now trailing 41-13. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
Yep.
Dibble lining up for the 2-point conversion.
And he'll get in.
He's going to get in. Same play, as a matter of fact, exactly the same play. Just another receiver split out wide on that series. But
yeah, that young man's really been a workhorse for him here in the second half.
So I really don't understand going for 2 there. Do you guys know what the thought process is behind that one?
Reduce the spread if it comes down to playoffs.
Total points.
Yeah,
could be.
I mean that's the only reason I can think.
Well,
of.
and I don't. Like I said, I don't. The kicker has struggled a little bit today, also. So it may be a situation. Maybe they're just more comfortable going with 2 in that scenario.
Right. I would be surprised if we saw an onside kick, but hey, it could happen.
I would be very surprised by that. But
2:39 to go, 41-15. So are we at a point to talk about player of the game?
A little over 2.5 minutes to go. I will defer to both of you first. I'm going to take the easy way out.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give it to Mr. Brendan Rawls. I think there's other players that could be considered, but the reason I go with Brendan, a couple of third down plays. He had some good hard-nosed runs. He had some. We saw the Brendan Rawls tonight that we all know and love and appreciate. And, I got to give it to Brendan tonight.
Well, I've kind of talked about this kid several times tonight, and I'm going to go. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going to go with Trey Melton. I think he has been a focal point of the offense today, which we kind of expected for most of the season. This is really the first time he's really had a big impact on the game, and I think he did impact it very positively. So he is my player of the game.
All right. So you guys actually took my honorable mention and my player of the game. So I'm going to just kind of piggyback off of what you guys said. My honorable mention was Trey Melton, who I think had a fantastic game. I feel like, maybe coming back from injury, didn't see him featured a whole lot those first few games. Just didn't quite seem like he had that speed to him. Tonight, showing I think he still definitely has that. His cutbacks were great, great field vision, so a great job by him tonight. But I'm going to also follow Chad on this one, and my player of the game is going to be Brendan Rawls because, I joked with him in class that I kind of wanted to see that Brendan of old, and tonight I think he's shown that, run over people, get those yards, and keep trucking. And so I was just ecstatic to see that tonight out of Brendan. So I'm going to go with Brendan Rawls, Wolf Media player of the game. So
Braxton Thompson, the freshman in at quarterback here, is going to hand off and pick up a short gain there by number think that's 24, Levi Laxton, but I really didn't get to see his number there.
Yep.
24.
Yep, you are correct.
Laxton picked up about 3 yards on that carry. So a little over 2 minutes to go in the ball game.
So Beggs next week, right?
Yes.
That's where we're going?
Yep.
All right.
So Beggs is another, it's kind of an under-the-radar team, or they were earlier. They're not now.
Yeah.
You know, they're a top 6 team in our classification. They do have some good skill position kids. They are a good team. We'll have to play very well to win, especially on the road. So I think it's going to be a heck of a game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. You know, we typically, outside of Frederick a few years ago, haven't had those really long road trips, until you got into the postseason. But definitely have one this week coming up with Beggs. So it's going to be a fun game.
A lot of people have asked me where Beggs is located. I would say in the Okmulgee area.
Yeah, it is. That's one benefit for me is I still have some family in the Tulsa area. They don't get to make it to a lot of games. They watch us live, but don't get to make it to a lot of games. But I believe they're going to be making the trip down to Beggs for the game. So looking forward for that.
So 3rd and 3, the Wolves hand off to, I believe that was 28 Creed Rogers there. Actually, it is
Number
not.
8.
That's 8, Maverick Alexander.
There's a massive size difference there.
There's a big different one. Well, I thought he's like 240, isn't he?
Yeah, but, roster says he's 5'8", 220. So
yep, there we go.
I look to.
So here we go. We're going to let this 34-second clock roll down. We're going to have to run one more play, but. Yeah,
I think we're going to call.
one.
I think we're going to call timeout and then come out and punt it away.
Yep, I think you're probably right, guys. This has seemed like a forever second half.
Yeah, and you know what? The first half, we did exactly what we needed to do. Good, clean play. Not a lot of penalties. We came out the second half. We had that one series where we did have those 3 penalties back to back to back. After that, I thought they did a pretty good job of cleaning it up. So that's what we're going to have to do to be successful through the remainder of this district play.
So Wolves will be on the road next week at Beggs.
I think we're on the road the next 2 weeks.
Next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Right.
No, we go to Beggs and then come back home for homecoming. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right.
Yeah.
Homecoming in 2 weeks.
Homecoming. So.
And who do we have for? Is it
Tishomingo?
Tishomingo for homecoming.
Yep.
Okay.
First time ever. Middle school going to have a dance on Thursday night immediately following their game, and then homecoming dance for the high school on Friday. So
okay,
should be fun.
I think I know the DJ.
I think I do too.
Is he any good?
No.
Yeah.
No. The answer is no, he's not.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah.
He better be pretty good. I'm looking forward to utilizing him next May.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true. That is true. I might like Bobby said, hey, I found out Chad's son's getting married because I looked at your calendar.
I did. I was that's
hey,
hilarious.
nice spiral punt.
Nice spiral punt there.
It's a lovely way to find out.
Yeah. It's kind of like getting invited, except not.
Yeah.
It's almost
We
the same.
haven't even begun to
Oh,
do that.
okay, well.
May's a long ways away, guys.
Sounds like you may get a desperation invite.
It sounds like it. It's like, oh man, I forgot.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So
that one was supposed to go in the mail the next week.
So the important part is the only reason I got invited is because I'm DJing it. But other than that,
Well, congratulations to Ethan.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Ethan. We're going to try and have fun at your wedding. Even if you don't, we are.
Ethan, all the respect in the world, deployed in Japan right now.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, with the United States Marine Corps. So
thank you for your service.
Absolutely. I wish you had invited me first go round, but
So they are going to get one playoff here. 6 seconds left. I don't think we're going to
victory
see
formation
anything here.
and they're just gonna
that
do
would be
it.
the opposite of the victory
Yes, it
formation.
was.
Well, with that,
I
ladies
wasn't
and
going to
gentlemen-
call it the defeat formation.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great game. Wolves on top, 41-15, as they start, district play 1-0. This is where the season begins. Go on the road the next week to Beggs. Big district game. Obviously, like you said a while ago, ranked number 6. So it's going to be a good one. We hope you guys, if you can't make the trip, join us live. We'll be broadcasting from up there. It's going to be a good game, so I'll look forward to talking to y'all then.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Go Wolves.
Time to make the run.